Hello friends, welcome to my kitchen. We're going to prepare a comforting and satisfying dish that's perfect for a family meal, our Tater Tot Casserole. Next, place 6 large potatoes into a saucepan. Then add 1 teaspoon of salt to the water, which helps to season the potatoes as they cook. Bring the water to a boil, then let the potatoes cook for about 10 minutes. We don't want them to get too soft, like for mashed potatoes. They should still be firm so that we can grate them later without them falling apart. While the potatoes are cooling down a bit, let's move on to the ground beef. In a frying pan, drizzle a little olive oil, just enough to lightly coat the bottom. Now add 1 pound or 450 grams of ground beef. We're going to fry it, breaking it up with a spatula as it cooks. This will take around 5 to 10 minutes, just until the beef is browned. Friends, please write in the comments, what country and city are you from? It's very nice to know that we can communicate all over the world. Once the beef is nicely browned, remove it from the stove and set it aside. This will be the savory base of our casserole. Now, in a clean saucepan, we melt 4 ounces, or 120 grams of butter. If you have any questions about the recipe, write to me and I will answer as soon as I see it in the comments. Next, finely chop 1 white onion. Once the butter is melted and bubbling, add the onion. We sauté the onion in the butter until it becomes soft and translucent, filling the kitchen with that wonderful, sweet aroma. Next, grate 1 clove of garlic. Garlic adds such a lovely depth of flavor. Friends, I'd be happy if you could give this video a like, as it's the best reward from you. Now we take 3 mushrooms. 1 of them we cut coarsely, and the other 2 finely. Friends, if you enjoy my content, subscribe to the channel to receive notifications about new similar recipes. We add these to the pan with the onions and garlic. And saute them until the mushrooms are tender and golden. Now, pour in 1 cup or 200 milliliters of chicken broth. This adds richness to our sauce and helps bring all the flavors together. Next, in a separate bowl, mix half a cup or 120 milliliters of milk with 2 tablespoons of flour. Stir it until smooth. And then pour this mixture into the saucepan. We cook the sauce over a low heat, stirring constantly until it thickens. It's a simple step, but it really transforms the sauce into something special. Now, in a large bowl, we pour 2 cups of a frozen vegetable mixture: peas, green beans, and carrots. Then add the cooked ground beef to the vegetables. We pour the rich, creamy mushroom sauce over the beef and vegetables. And give it all a good stir. Everything should be nicely coated with that delicious sauce. For an extra touch of creaminess, I'm adding half a cup or 120 milliliters of cream. Mix it all together thoroughly, and our filling is ready. We take a baking dish and spread our vegetable and meat mixture evenly across the bottom. This forms the hearty base of our casserole. And now we're ready to prepare our homemade tater tots. Our potatoes have cooled down, so now we grate them. Grating them gives us the perfect texture for making tater tots. Place the potatoes into a large bowl. To the grated potatoes, we add 2 tablespoons of flour, 1 teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of black pepper, 1 teaspoon of dried onion, 1 teaspoon of dried garlic, and 1 teaspoon of oregano. Next, finely chop a bunch of parsley. And add that to the mix. Stir everything together until it's well combined. Now comes the fun part, forming our tater tots. With your hands, shape the potato mixture into small, even pieces. You should end up with about 20 to 22 tater tots, just the right size to top our casserole. I've heated up about 3 to 4 cups of vegetable oil in a saucepan for deep frying. Carefully lower the tater tots into the hot oil with a slotted spoon. We fry them for a few minutes until they're golden brown and crispy. Then we transfer them to a plate lined with a paper towel to drain any excess oil. After all, our tater tots are perfectly fried. We place them on top of the vegetable and meat mixture in the baking dish. This creates a crispy, delicious topping for our casserole. Finally, grate 8 ounces or 250 grams of cheese. Sprinkle it on top of the casserole. This will melt beautifully in the oven, creating a golden, bubbly crust. We bake our casserole in the oven at 360 degrees Fahrenheit or 180 degrees Celsius. For about 30 minutes, the cheese will melt, the tater tots will get even crispier, and all the flavors will meld together. And here it is, our delicious tater tot casserole, fresh out of the oven. The cheese is perfectly melted, the tater tots are golden brown, and the filling is rich and creamy. Let's serve up a portion and see how it turned out. For a fresh finishing touch, sprinkle some chopped herbs over the top and add a few cherry tomatoes for a pop of color. It looks wonderful, and I'm sure it tastes even better. Oh, it's absolutely delicious. The creamy filling, the crispy tater tots, and the melted cheese make this a comforting and satisfying dish. It's perfect for a cozy family dinner, and I know your loved ones will enjoy it as much as mine do. Thank you so much for joining me in the kitchen today. If you enjoyed this recipe, please give the video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and let me know in the comments how it turned out for you. I always love hearing from you. See you next time, and happy cooking.